Hey there, Scorpio. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. And I am here to talk to you about what's going on and see how things are going, right? I'm programming these cards for the second to last week of March, being March 20th through the 26th. And we have in front of us some cards from the overview, where we are, what's blocking us, what our solution is. We're going to go in depth. Okay, so I'm going to pick a pile here. We're going to add some cards. See what's happening here. Alrighty then, let's just see. We have the Three of Pentacles was telling us that there were some things going on behind the scenes financially for you right now. There's also the Page of Cups and the Four of Swords, which is there's more information about something that you care about coming. And it's going to fortify your foundation and power. Interesting, because we've seen you last week and the week before, not so much a lot of a power thing. You know, this whole month hasn't been very powerful for you. But your foundation and power is coming back. Maybe you walked, because you had an opportunity to walk away last week. With new things on the horizons, maybe. Haha. Which is good, because there's always good things in the new horizon, right? And so we were talking about that. Things going on in the background. The area where you're blocked is your foundation. Your foundation is blocking you for some reason. You may be a little stuck in wanting to be right where you are. Although you had movement 2 weeks ago, you had some major movement, right? And I want you to embrace that thought. Maybe it was in your head you were moving, but physically moving hasn't really occurred to you in a while. But here we want you to look at the gateway that's presenting itself, because there's a gateway happening in this blocking department. And you're going to have to use your better judgment as you figure out whether or not moving is a right idea for you. Okay? So keep this in mind. Maybe that's your foundation and power being stressed out, because all of this is blocking you from thinking straight about all of this other stuff. So if you're being encouraged to physically move at the same time as you're trying to make an intellectual move or a job move, that's intense. That's a lot of movement. These could also represent a job move, so pay attention to that possibility. And we are going to look into the solution over here, which is the giving of from your heart, right? So we talked about you being able to do what you want to do at this other potential job. If you'll just, it's almost a charity gig, right? It's not all about the money. It's not all about anything as much as it is. If you can give, start at the bottom, give from your heart, and let your heart be what you offer to these people, and see what happens, because you have the support of a like-minded person in the process. You are not alone in this situation. You have other people who feel the same way, who are going to commiserate and be your partner intellectually and as a buddy and a pal and a friend. You are not alone. And of course, the Page of Wands is talking about how there's new opportunities to branch out. So this is really feeling a lot like, for you guys, Scorpios, the overall concept is you all are trying to regroup your employment situation this month to become part of a new group of people who can benefit from what you know and already have in place. They don't want to pay you enough for it, and they want you to start at the bargain basement price, but they will eventually open the wing where you can go and grow your beast. Does that make sense? Your mental school can fit into this setting when they grow the extra limb or wing for you to go into it and do that. But that's kind of what I'm seeing, is that there's a potential for you to, they're going to make you start at the bottom, which blows. And that's how they're going to embrace you and get you into the fold, and then push you up to the top to be the one who orchestrates the plan to create something bigger further down the line. A whole wing, a whole area of your own to be in control of over there, but not until you've come up through the ranks. They're going to make you start at the very bottom. Hold your breath, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, Scorpio? So be strong, be ready, make decisions about what you want. Okay? We'll talk next week about the 27th through April 2nd.